Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Digital Edge.
Great to be here.
Today, we are absolutely buzzing because we're jumping straight into what our sources are saying about OpenAI's next big thing, GPT-5.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this one.
It really looks like a potential step change in AI, doesn't it? Promising something much smoother, much more powerful.
Definitely. The goal today, I think, is to unpack what makes GPT-5 so hyped and what it might actually mean for how people use AI day to day.
Exactly. Cut through the noise.
So maybe we start with the why. Back in February 2025, Sam Altman talked about their models getting complex.
Right, they had different models for different things.
Precisely. And he mentioned wanting to get back to this idea of magic unified intelligence. Sounds ambitious.
Magic unified intelligence. Okay, so one AI to rule them all, basically.
Yeah.
Less juggling between models.
That seems to be the core idea, yeah. Simplifying things for the user, making it more seamless.
Okay, so before GPT-5, there was an interim step, right?
Yeah.
GPT 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Orion.
That's right. Launched late February 2025. And it was positioned as kind of the final version of the classic GPT architecture.
What did that mean in practice? What were its features?
Well, sources said it was, more natural in conversation, maybe a bit more emotionally aware, broader knowledge.
Fewer hallucinations, too, I heard.
Yeah.
Less making stuff up.
Supposedly, yes, but, and this is crucial, it was still seen as a brute force intellect.
Brute force, meaning?
Meaning it relied mostly on its massive data set, its size, rather than deep step-by-step reasoning. OpenAI themselves apparently didn't see it as a real frontier advance.
Okay, so 4.5 was the peak of the old way. Lots of knowledge, but not necessarily smart thinking, which sets the stage for GPT-5's different approach.
Exactly. GPT-5 is all about that unified intelligence, merging the strengths.
Merging what exactly?
Merging the O-series models, the ones focused on reasoning, like O3 with the knowledge-rich GPT series.
Okay, so one system that can both know a lot and think things through.
That's the goal. It should be able to decide for itself. Do I need to reason deeply step by step, or can I just give a quick knowledge-based answer, a bit like how Claude 3 operates?
And that reasoning part, the chain of thought, gets built right in.
Built right in. No need for separate models for different kinds of tasks. It's meant to be integrated.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. What new capabilities are we actually expecting from this unified design? Let's talk reasoning first.
Well, combining that broad knowledge, like GPT 4.5 had, with the more careful logical reasoning from those O-series models. So, knowledgeable and a good thinker.
Makes sense. And the tech underneath. The architecture. Big changes expected.
Sources strongly suggest a major redesign. There's talk, though unconfirmed, of a mixture of experts architecture, possibly trillions of parameters.
Trillions? Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, OpenAI's CFO even hinted it might be an order of magnitude bigger than GPT-4 in some way, so significantly more complex.
Okay, and multimodality. GPT-4 can see images. What's next?
GPT-5 is expected to handle text, images, audio, maybe even video, much more fluidly within one conversation.
So I could type, upload a picture, maybe speak, all in the same interaction.
That's the vision, a seamless back and forth across different types of input and output.
Very cool. What are things like browsing the web, writing code, tool integration?
That's expected to get a serious boost. Maybe GPT-5 becomes more proactive, suggesting actions, linking up with your calendar, things like that. More like an autonomous assistant.
And memory. Personalization. Will it remember me better?
That's definitely a focus. More reliable, persistent memory, remembering details about you, your projects, leading to more tailored interactions over time. Custom GPTs could become much more powerful too.
And the context window for handling big documents.
Likely a big expansion there, way beyond GPT 4.5's 128K tokens, potentially matching or beating competitors, maybe hitting that million token mark.
1 million tokens. So processing whole books easily.
Or massive code bases, yeah. Opens up a lot of possibilities for analysis.
And OpenAI's Canvas tool for collaboration. Any changes expected?
Yeah, the expectation is Canvas gets significantly enhanced. Maybe more tools for structured brainstorming or project management with the AI as a real partner.
Now the big question, does this feel like AGI? Artificial General Intelligence.
Ah, the AGI question. Technically, probably not by the strict definition. It won't have its own goals or consciousness,
All right, it's still a tool.
Exactly. But its enhanced reasoning, its flexibility, handling diverse tasks, it could feel like a major leap towards AGI for many users, like an incredibly advanced assistant, tutor, researcher, all rolled into one.
But it hasn't all been smooth sailing in development, has it? There were challenges.
Definitely. Sources mention very high training costs, maybe $500 million per large run.
Wow.
Yeah, and issues finding enough high-quality, diverse data. Plus, early prototypes were apparently progressing slower than hoped.
Weren't there staff changes too? And warnings about delays.
There were key departures in 2024, yeah. And some investors voiced concerns. The initial late 2024 target got pushed to mid-2025. Further delays are always possible with something this complex.
And this is all happening while competitors are racing ahead too, right?
Absolutely. You've got Google's Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, Grok. The pressure is on. GPT-5 is OpenAI's answer.
And with millions already using ChatGPT, its arrival will be a big deal.
Huge impact expected across the board, yeah.
So, bottom line, when might we actually see it? What's the timeline looking like now?
Well, as of February 2025, the word was months away. So maybe spring or summer. May, June, perhaps.
But maybe later. Could be a staged rollout too.
Very possible. Given the complexity, a phased release of features seems quite likely. Don't expect everything on day one.
Okay, so summing up. The exact date for GPT-5 is still a bit fuzzy, but the ambition is crystal clear. This isn't just GPT-4++.
No, it's aiming for something more fundamental. That integrated, reasoning, versatile AI experience.
The idea of one AI that knows a ton and can reason well. That's pretty compelling. Could really change workflows.
It really could, transforming how we work, learn, create.
So maybe something for our listeners to think about. How could these potential upgrades, the better reasoning, the multimodality, the personalization, how might they fit into your work? What's the most exciting part for you?
Definitely worth considering how you might leverage it.
Thank you for exploring the future of digital innovation with us.
My pleasure.
And that wraps up our look at the road to GPT-5. We hope that gave you some food for thought. Join us next time for more on the cutting edge of technology. This has been The Digital Edge.